What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you're subscribed so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. My mother went home already. Can you believe that? I put out a video, remember, where I greeted my mom. I did an electric car charging video. Most of you didn't watch it because it didn't get a lot of views. But my mom was here for about a month, literally almost 30 days. That went by so freaking fast. Time goes by way too fast. When you get older, it's like boom, it's like a freaking rocket ship. It's so fast. But yeah, mom is home, and we're back into this grind of the world of what we do here. So with that said, let's jump into the tech news. Our first story of the day is about a new folding phone that's coming out from Oppo. It's probably gonna be announced December 15th. But we know what it's gonna look like, and it's gonna have some cool features, and it's gonna be a competitor to the Galaxy Z Fold 3. Now let's first look at what this phone is going to look like. And as you can see, one of the cool things, or maybe you can't see, is potentially, at least from what we can see from some of these photos, is that it's not going to have a crease when you look on this big display when it's completely wide open. Potentially, there might be, but potentially it's sounding like there might not be a crease, which is for some people, that's a big thing over the Galaxy Z Fold 3. And then beyond that, you can see it opens and closes just like any other Galaxy Z Fold 3 phone, except everything's seemingly bigger and what I would want the Galaxy Z Fold 4 to be. Now, when we look at Anthony Galox's tweet here, because he kind of broke it down for us, which is kind of nice of him. The Find N and the Z Fold 3 against each other. You can see they're both going to use the Snapdragon 888. The Find N is actually going to have higher megapixel cameras. Doesn't mean they're going to be better, but they're much higher megapixels versus what Samsung uses. You get on the outside, that the smaller display, you get a 6.5-inch 60 hertz display, which is going to be fat. If you saw the images just a moment ago, they're going to be bigger than what they are. It's going to be fatter, which is what I want. And then also 8 inches when you open it up, guys. 120 hertz, 8 inches, crazy. And then Samsung, as you know, uses 6.2 inch, 120 hertz on the outside, and then the inside 7.6 inch, 120 hertz. Hole punch on the Find N, just like it was on the Z Fold 2, and under display camera on the Z Fold 3. No IP rating on the Find N, which is the disappointment, but you do get some water resistance on the Z Fold 3. No pen for the Find N, but you do get S Pen support on the Fold 3. Slightly bigger battery on the Find N, 4500 versus 4400. And then when you look at the price, it is $300 more expensive than the Galaxy Z Fold 3. But when we dive into all of this, just apples to apples, and I know we're not talking about really software on this. We're not talking about, day-to-day usage, because we don't know how the Find N is. But when I just look at these on a surface level, and I look at the phones on a surface level, I have to admit the Find N on paper would be a phone that I would want more than the Z Fold 3. Reason being, I'll name a couple of things. Under display camera, pretty much garbage on the Fold 3, I think. And so having the camera on top of the display, I'd probably want it. I bet you the camera photos would come out better. The other big thing is not for me, but I know for some people, not potentially having a crease when you open that screen up. Again, that doesn't bother me at all, but I know it does bother some people. You do get that crease on the Z Fold 3. You wouldn't potentially on the Find N. The other thing I wanted to mention that would be big for me, the bigger, fatter display on the inside. It looks fatter than it does on the Z Fold 3. Let me just get all these notifications out of the way. It looks fatter than the Z Fold 3, which is much better, which is I want a fatter display. And then also the display on the inside is bigger too. It's 8 inches versus 7.6. Apples to apples. I can live without an IP rating. I can live without S Pen support. Those aren't big deals to me. This is pretty good. This is looking pretty sweet. What do you guys think? Next up, as you can see from the headline, is that if you're gonna get the Galaxy Buds Pro 2 or the Galaxy Buds Live 2, if those come out next year, which they probably will, it's looking like they will have a bigger battery inside. The battery right now is about 472 milliamps. It's looking to move all the way up to a 500 milliamps, so that means you'll get better battery life out of the case with your new buds when those come out next year. Not a huge story, but I thought I'd mention it, that the battery will give you a little bit more battery. But I'm gonna go back to the question of the day, and that is, which phone would you choose on a surface level, guys? Just looking at the specs side by side and what the phones look like. Which phone would you choose, the Oppo Find N or the Z Fold 3? Now, again, I would guess that the Fold 3 is probably gonna have much better software implementation and support in America, because the Find N probably won't even come out in America. So like, there's things obviously, but just on a surface level, the way they look, all that stuff, the specs, let me know in the comments down below. With that said, I do have questions of the day. I got so many questions and I have to go somewhere, so I don't have time to answer them all. I'm gonna save some for tomorrow, the ones. So with that said, let's jump into the Q&A portion of the video. First question comes from Dan. How do you make the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic charge faster? I don't think you can. You just charge it whatever you got. I mean, if you guys know a way of making it charge faster, I don't think there's a way, but I mean, it should charge fairly fast. I mean, within 2 hours or so, I think. It doesn't take that long, so I don't know how much faster you wanted it to charge. Cletus Cassidy says the S22 Ultra, all those things sound awesome for the watch, but like I said, they don't fix the battery, it won't matter. There's my question, sorry, it's not in front, but do you think that they'll address the battery issues with the watch? Then potentially, if the phone can be bigger, I mean the watch can be bigger, then yeah, they could fix the battery life. It's just all about getting the batteries have to be better or bigger. And nobody's going that way. Nobody's like going like, let's just do everything battery, and like specs are at a tipping point. We don't really need to do much more with that. Battery life needs a huge investment. Silverblade says, what is your least favorite thing about being a tech YouTuber? I really enjoy your content. You're one of the only channels I interact with. Hey, thanks so much, man. I assume you're a guy because most of my audience is a guy. So that's a tough one. My least favorite thing I would probably say is social media, like really, because I don't do a lot of it, is like, you know, doing the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram thing, like having to actually post stuff that's like tech stuff. I'm like, just after posting so much video content, the last thing I want to do is jump into those things and be like, hey, I got a cool video, or check out 15 seconds of my video. Like it's such I'd rather just have someone completely do that stuff for me, all three of those things, and get away with that. But I don't know, it's a pain in the butt. That's probably the biggest pain in the butt. Mr. D says, what was your favorite cartoon that you liked growing up? I liked He-Man. I liked Heathcliff. It was that little orange cat. He was like the ripoff of Garfield. Smurfs, Gummy Bears. Those are probably, from what I can remember, those are some of my favorites. Mr. D says, who was the funniest comedian that you liked growing up, and who is the one now? I don't know if I have or had like I mean, there's guys I think that are funny. I'd probably say the funniest comedian, God, I don't really have a funniest comedian. Like Eddie Murphy's really funny. There's people that I'll like watch and be like, oh, he's pretty funny, or she's funny. I saw Ali Wong. Is her name Ali Wong? Ali Wong. Yeah, Ali Wong. I saw her in concert a couple years back. She was pretty funny. And the last question comes from Michael Corcoran, saying the big question is, what happens when the S23 Ultra comes out? Will the S Pen survive with its Bluetooth functionality? Would they ever start putting it in less expensive devices? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna. If they put the S Pen in the S23 Ultra, or whatever they end up calling S23 Note, they're gonna keep that functionality. There's no reason they would want to take it out at that point, especially if people buy that phone specifically for the S Pen. People want that Bluetooth functionality, especially, and I think that's one of the reasons it wasn't maybe so big on the S21 Ultra. So yeah, I think you're gonna see it. And will you see it in cheaper phones? Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if you do. More of like the FE version, like a fan edition version, but I don't think it's gonna be in like the A versions, like the A52 or something like that. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have a question, I don't know if I'm gonna ask you for questions, because I still have like 6 or 7 more for tomorrow's video. So I guess I'll hold off on asking you guys for more questions today. If you leave them, whatever, I'll add them to the list. But I'm gonna answer those tomorrow, whatever I have remaining. Thanks, have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.